podcast. Super excited today. We've got some of our St. George people here. So I'm Steve Peterson. I'm the president of Perry Homes, Utah, and really excited today. I've got with me Brady Pearce. He's going to act as co-host today. Usually we have Trevor Taylor, who is the director of marketing, but Brady's up here, and so we thought we did actually an episode with Brady as the guest, and then we twisted his arm to be the co-host.
Quick promotion.
So here we go, Brady. It's me and you. We're kind of goofy, so here we go.
Nothing
But
could go wrong.
We're super excited because we have Nancy Pearce-Harris, and you might recognize the name. This is Nancy is Brady's mom. Brady is Nancy's son. Is that how that works?
That's how it works.
I'm not so great at
how it works.
I'm a terrible host. So anyway, this is how we go. So anyway, we just have fun with this, but we really love kind of digging into some of the things about Perry Homes and about real estate and new construction, which is all of our careers, and we love it. So Nancy, we're just going to jump right into it.
Very good.
So tell us about, we'll talk about kind of like your experience at Perry Homes kind of second, but first give us your story. Like, this is Nancy, and what have you done before you got to Perry Homes? What did you do?
Before I got to Perry Homes, I started in the business in 2000.
See, that's why we do it.
So
You're like,
in 1979,
okay, so
I got into
ago.
the business and went straight into new construction and built my career from there in sales, brokerage, being a broker, owning my own companies, and design, new construction. The majority of my career has been new construction and design.
Gotcha. And Nancy told me off air that she used to sing professionally. So I'm going to embarrass her. And what is that all about? That's a pretty cool thing.
Well, this is going to even age me more, but long before the shows that we have today and stuff, talent scouts would go around the United States looking for people, right?
Gotcha.
And so a talent scout came to the state of Utah and then down to St. George. And I actually, one of my friends encouraged me to enter, and I won. And then I won national.
Oh my gosh.
And so I won a recording contract and things like that. So, yes.
No kid, you won you would be the American Idol, like if it was today.
Of sorts.
Wow.
Of years
so
gone
great.
by.
So did you do some recording?
I did in Nashville, and I did a little bit of TV, and then I did locally. I did a lot of things throughout the state of Utah, and I did concerts in the park for the Forest Service, and just fun things.
All right. How exciting is that? Okay, so real estate, you were kind of a rock star for a while, and then real estate.
Yeah, so real estate. So we used to have a newspaper writer. What is that called?
Like an editor, a newspaper.
Anyway, she used to do articles on me, and she'd say, "Local realtor sells Nashville."
Nice. Oh, I love it.
It was fun.
That's
it was
clever.
fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough about it.
Okay. So then, how did you get from kind of that Perry Homes? How did you get to Perry Homes then? How did that?
So I got to Perry Homes through my son Brady.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I was like, please.
yes.
We need you, Mom. Come on.
So I had my own brokerage for quite a few years, and I had him involved in that. And then when I shut down I didn't shut down that business. I sold it.
Oh, gotcha.
And was in transition. I had a non-compete clause, so I went to
gotcha.
Vegas for a while, and then
Where everybody goes when they have a non-compete class.
and then
For at least a year.
Well, it was easy for me because I already had a broker's license down there.
Oh, sure.
And so then Brady says, "Mom, you ought to come up and work with me if you want to work with family again." So I thought that would be really fun.
Love it. And then so now let's kind of transition to your Perry Homes. How long have you been there? Where do you do? What community? Let's kind of get into the details of
Very good.
what you do at Perry.
All right, so I've been with Perry Homes for 5 years, and I am at the front nine and Eagle Point in the beautiful Hurricane, Utah.
Hurricane. I always I need a lesson on how to say, because I want to say hurricane.
You did pretty good. You did pretty good the first time there. Yeah.
Hurricane. You take all the syllables
Gotcha.
out. Anyway, our backdrop is Pine Mountain, the Sky Mountain Golf Course, the outcroppings, Zion's National Park. It just doesn't get any prettier than that in southern Utah. You get some of all of it. And
Like you can
it's
see
beautiful.
Zion's, right? The view. You can see Zion's from there.
There is the final ridge there. We we affectionately call Noah's Ark. There's actually a black fish on the face of it.
Nice.
There's so much there. There's so much to look at and so much beauty. It's just a fabulous setting for a community.
Yeah.
So what kind of homes and price ranges?
So we have a variety of homes there. The front 9 is all about single family homes starting in the 500s. And then in that community, really the sky's the limit because our home sites are a quarter acre. We go all the way up to about 3/4 of an acre in the back with these beautiful, and some of the home sites are on the golf course. So somebody can actually take one of our floor plans and customize them, or if somebody, when we get back to the really custom sites in the back, if somebody wants to redraft, we have the ability to do that as well. And then right next door, our sister side to the community, because it is a master plan, is Eagle Point. At Eagle Point, you can have an affordable luxury townhome, or you can have a luxury townhome. Both of these properties, in their own right, have beautiful aspects to them. On the affordable side, you can do a little bit of customization if you buy early enough and you're in the 400s. And on the luxury side, you're looking right down on that beautiful golf course and those views. You've got residential elevators. It's just a fabulous community. You also have beautiful amenities. You have a swimming pool that is approximately 3,400 square feet. You have a hot tub that'll seat 25 people. You've got pickleball courts.
Code will allow 30 if you really like each other.
Yeah, so if you have many people to bring in
In the
you
hot,
can-
like I could bring 29 of my closest friends.
Yeah,
you can
it's
have
the
a
hot tub.
hot tub party.
We designed it in the shape of an H, so there's alcoves within it, so you can actually have
So you have your
private
private
groups of
corner.
people.
Are you
in
making
the
that
hot
up?
tub. No.
No.
We heat it year round, and it looks down one of the golf course fairways. Which, if you haven't seen Sky Mountain Golf Course, it's one of the prettiest golf courses in southern Utah. It's kept up extremely well, but you can sit in the hot tub year round, look over the golf course up to Pine Mountain with some snow on
beautiful.
in your own private
Yeah.
corner.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
I'm
fantastic.
definitely. I don't really like you guys that much, but
Yeah.
now I think I'm going to come and
it. You
visit
can sit
now.
in your
just-
own private alcove, and we can be around
Okay,
the corner.
you could just-
Yeah, it's big enough. You can spread out.
No, I love these two, so I'm just being silly. But that is a kind of a really cool feature
It's
of,
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
place.
it's neat.
The pool and the hot tub, and that's part when you buy there. That's part of the HOA that you're
Yes,
that you're in.
and you have resort style restrooms there. That's a really funny thing to say,
Yeah.
but
Wait, what? Okay,
Yes.
I need some resort
Well,
style restroom.
Brady and I
I don't
went
know.
to very big lengths to make sure that the restrooms, the changing areas, the showers, that feels like that you're at a resort, that it's worthy
Oh,
of the
gotcha.
community that we're supporting
it's
there.
not done as an afterthought. Everything there's really nice, really well thought out, really comfortable.
That you're not just going into the community pool.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
You can just go hang your clothes over. Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah, it's
Wow.
a nice place to hang
Cool.
out.
So buy a Perry home because we have we have resort style restrooms.
Restrooms.
Yeah, you
Okay,
do. Yeah.
perfect. I think
Yeah,
we
you
need-
buy for the home and you stay for the restroom.
No,
we need a we need a flyer. Okay. See, Brady and I, we're goofy enough that this is going to work out well.
And the worth mentioning, that Sky Mountain community is kind of a choose your own adventure deal. In the townhomes, you're de facto, you're joining the amenity association, and a lot of the people that are purchasing townhomes from us are looking for that kind of all-inclusive lifestyle situation. In the single-family homes, our HOAs right now are only $15 a month, and doesn't necessarily include the amenities. So if you want to have your own hot tub, your own pool, if you don't care about that, you just want your house, you're not wrapped
Gotcha,
into having to pay
gotcha.
for all those amenities. But if you want to opt into the amenities, you can.
you can.
So
Okay, so
Pretty cool.
optional, right?
Yeah.
Which is because some people love that, and some
Yeah.
people actually are kind of resistant to that.
And
So-
that's really rare too, obviously. It's
Yeah.
rare to be able to buy in a single family home community and have an option
Yes, that's right.
to get involved in
Yeah.
somebody else's HOA amenities.
Yeah.
And so it really, really,
Yeah, it's a
Very
neat
nice.
option. Yeah.
Hey, Nancy, let me ask you this question. It's when we were talking to David, who on a previous episode, we had another agent down from St. George, and we started talking about the trust and the different factors of what ties kind of the salespeople with new people buying homes, or people buying new homes is what I should say. Can you think of some people, like we'd love to hear the actual stories. Can you think of some people you sold a home to, a family or a couple, and just kind of tell us their story, what your interaction was, what house they bought, just kind of what was their story? We'd love to hear like the personal stories.
well, I have a lot of those.
I'm sure you do.
There's so many. I think that probably the Halfleys were are some really dear friends of mine that I met during the construction of their home. And
What was their name? The
Halfleys.
The Halfleys, okay.
And they built an amazing home in Green Springs at the Reserve. The back of their home looks right at Pine Mountain, and
beautiful.
the preservation area is behind it. So they've got a very private setting. They had a lot of details in their home, tons and tons. This is one of those examples of the fact that even though we would seemingly be a production builder, we were able to accommodate all their wishes on this home. And so the home ended up being beautiful, the view spectacular, for a really, really lovely couple that came to us from California. And what a pleasure. We're still great friends today, and it's why we're in this business, right? Helping people, people helping people. A lot of people forget that a broker job or a salesperson type job is service industry. We are in service to the people that we're trying to help, and that's what keeps me so engaged, and I hope I get to do it for another 20 years.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
love
just
it.
the most fun thing that you could ever dedicate yourself to.
Well, and obviously this is all of our livelihoods, right? So we do this to make a living, but to have that kind of that friend and that service component,
Yes.
right? And we were talking to David that sometimes, we've all done hundreds of homes, and so we kind of get just to kind of be like, oh, it's another home. But for the buyers, they might do 2 or 3 in their life.
Right.
So
it's
this
a
is
big
it's
deal.
a big. Sometimes we forget. I have to step back and think, this is a big deal. It's a multi-$100,000 purchase. They're going to be in here for sometimes 10, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Or more. There are still some people that buy a home and stay forever.
Yeah,
It was
that's
never
still a
me because
thing.
I get too excited about getting
And,
the
and
next one.
you move to the next one. Yeah.
But it is a big deal, and for many people, it's the largest investment they'll make in their life.
Yeah.
So you're kind of a caretaker to make sure that, all choices are good. We help people make those kind of choices and help them with their dream. And the dream part's
I love
the big
it.
part, right?
That is the big part.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
I was just going to say, one of the things that you touched on, people being able to make their selections. One of the things Nancy mentioned is part of her career was in design, and having Nancy on the team is one of the things that's allowed us to do is to bring our design center in-house.
Oh, great.
So we have a design center at our office where you can pick your selections. If you want to maybe explain a little bit what that process is like and what
Yes.
somebody could expect.
So when you get involved in building your next dream home with us, then you get to come into, after all the paperwork's done and we're ready to prepare for building, you would come into our design center, and there we do everything from plotting the house on the lot to planning your yard and your garden to choosing what the carpet and the paint and all those natural things are going to be. We have lots and lots of choices. We also have the ability to allow somebody to completely customize beyond that. You can literally have even a more custom experience than what we provide in our own store, right?
Yeah.
Really. But it is a one-stop shop too. And so for people that want it done and done quickly, it's an easy process. And for those that want to take it to the sky's the limit, we can accommodate them, which is quite unusual.
Got it. So great, because usually you walk into a builder, they kind of have their lane.
Their
and they
niche.
if you fit into their lane, it's great, but would we have a few different lanes?
Yeah.
It sounds like that we can
Yes,
offer
and a lot
people.
of times, especially if somebody's doing production building, there's not a lot of leniency. You might even just have packages to choose from, which that's another great thing about us. If you want to do it by package, because you're not good at putting things together, we have packages.
gotcha,
If you
gotcha.
want to do it a la carte, we can do it a la carte. We can do it however somebody wants to do it.
so
It's
great.
really great process.
Yeah, and our range of standard selections is broad. Like Nancy said, there's quite a few color options, materials choices. It's rare. It's actually pretty rare for us that somebody doesn't find what they want just in our internal design center. I'd say 5 or 10% of people probably decide to go out, but we have a lot of selection. I'd put our selections up against anybody's.
Oh, good.
As far as things that are exciting and will work for
Love
most
it.
people.
Love it. Well, listen, this has been, we love our St. George office. Brady comes up here pretty often. I go down to the St. George office and visit, and it's fun. Most of our operations really are here kind of along the Wasatch Front, but to be able to have kind of this, they infuse this kind of this energy from St. George, and they bring the sunlight, it seems like, and the warmth, and so it's been really great to talk to you, Brady and Nancy, to have you on. It's really great.
Thank you for having us today.
One last question, and then we'll kind of shut down, is we'd kind of our signature sign-off question. Well, why would someone want to buy a Perry home?
That's an easy
good.
answer. They would want to buy because of the quality of construction. They would want to buy because of the care that we take with them to make sure that they're getting what they want. And they'd also want to buy because of the customer service after the fact. We're there every step along the way, and we don't drop the ball at the end of the day. We'll be there for them. And so I think, why wouldn't they want to buy from Perry
That's a good
Homes,
point.
right?
Why wouldn't you want to buy?
Right.
Love it. Thank you. You're both been delightful. Thanks for being on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Perry Homes podcast. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.